Hello and welcome back. So before we jump in, please make sure you hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you never miss our little chats here because YouTube won't tell you. So, now, if you're a Doctor Who fan like me, you'll probably feel as thrilled as I was when Russell T Davies returned for a second era as showrunner. However, let's look at this new phase and my concerns for the future. I can't help but feel a sense of concern, and I want to break down why. So, let's start. First and foremost, let's talk about the change in tone. Davies's original run was characterised by emotional depth, complex characters, and the perfect blend of drama and sci-fi. In the second era, he seems to have shifted away from this for a more light-hearted and comedic tone. Now, don't get me wrong, humour is essential, but I feel like it might be losing some of the depth that made Doctor Who so special. Let's be real here, if you rely too much on the funny, it can end up feeling very shallow, even if there is a deep story there. Now, the lack of continuity. Another concern is the lack of continuity within Russell T Davies' first era. So, there are a lot of interconnected story arcs. However, in the second era, he's going down this more standalone episode. I know these are specials, by the way. I do. But I'm worried this will track into what's coming next when we have a full series again. Will it be more episodic? Will it be a more standalone type thing? And will it depart from that kind of storytelling? Will it eventually alienate the audience? Now, the handling of classic characters. Let's talk about the classic characters. Davies has introduced some classic characters. While it's exciting to see them back, the excitement feels a bit off. Whether it's changes their personalities or inconsistent portrayal, it raised a lot of eyebrows amongst the fan base. I can't help but wonder if the nostalgia factor has been prioritised over maintaining the essence of these beloved characters. And we saw that with the previous showrunner as well, where sometimes it felt more like nostalgia bait than actually storytelling. Pacing and storytelling. Pacing and storytelling are crucial elements of any TV show. And with the special and with the way that he's talking and other things he said, that special seemed very rushed. The pacing, especially in that last quarter, everything ran to the finish line. It didn't work in terms of pacing and style, so you need to stretch out, you need something to keep that going, and that's how it felt. I think if you are creating a story, you need the depth, and sometimes rushing to that conclusion is a issue. And this is a common thing with a lot of media now. They tend to force feed you the story rather than actually giving you an in-depth story or something that makes the audience think. It's point A, point B, there's the finish line, run. And that's a thing that really irritates me. And I'm concerned with this style of this first special that this may leak into what's coming next. Now, the lack of risk-taking. One of the things that made Davies' original run stand out was his willingness to take risks. Whether it was reinventing the show or introducing bold storylines, it kept viewers on the edge of their seats. However, it feels like there is a hesitation to take these daring leaps. Doctor Who is thriving on pushing boundaries, yet it seems to be more than adventurous spirit in episodes to come. Now, this is an echo from the previous showrunner, where there was again the nostalgia because it relates to the last point, but it was very much a safe Doctor Who. There were the safe villains, we had a lot of Cybermen stories, we had a lot of other stuff, and that's what I'm worried we're going to descend into, because there are a lot of villains, especially in the first few years of New Who, that don't seem to get much love anymore, and it's a real shame. And this is something that's going to cause some ears to prick. There has always been diversity and representation within Doctor Who, and it's a legacy that should be celebrated. But, speaking from my own personal experiences here, this seems very exploitative. And it seems a little bit unauthentic. And it feels kind of like it's been tacked on. Now, I say this, the Doctor can be a woman, the Doctor can be a man, the Doctor can be black, white, Asian, the Doctor can be anything, but it needs to be done right. And it doesn't, he just needs, he, she, whatever, needs to be the Doctor first and foremost. And you can be extremely clumsy and half-hearted with diversity and representation, especially in recent times where it seems to be surface level and throwing people sloppy seconds. So my closing thoughts on this. So there you have it. My extended thoughts on why I'm increasingly concerned about Russell T Davies' second era of Doctor Who. Now that these concerns don't mean the show is doomed. Doctor Who has a remarkable ability to adapt and surprise us. This is more a reflection of my hopes and expectations for the series that has played a significant role in my life. And I mean that. It has played a massive role in my life. And I have made some amazing friends through this show. Remember, these are just my opinions, and I'd love to hear what you think. Do you share similar concerns? Are you enjoying the second era? Let's keep this conversation going in the comments below. And with that, I will catch you in the next video. And that is it. So tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm curious. It's just outweighing what I'm thinking and feeling. So, have a wonderful day.